Welcome to part 2 in our 3-part series focusing on cardiorespiratory strength and stamina. We're going to build off of the movements we did last week, progress, get more active, more dynamic, more power, more strength, more everything. Let's warm up. So I'll take my hands to the back of my head and I'm going to connect my elbow to my opposite knee, then that same hand to my foot. Alternate, elbow to the opposite knee, hand to the opposite foot. Again, focusing on driving a lot of blood into the big muscle groups, working a lot of muscle at one time. We're not doing bodybuilding per se, but we are trying to build your body. So we've got to work a lot of muscle at one time. We've got to warm up in that manner as well. Let's go one more each side here. I'll go into my jumping jack with inchworm. That's 3 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3. I'll fold over. I'll inchworm out slowly to high plank. Inchworm back. Stand tall. Again, 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Forward fold. Then as you work here, as you warm up, just feel that blood being pushed into the large muscles. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Then walk forward. Inch it back. I'll go to the ground. And working on my bridge roll up. Feet pulled into my hips. Arms anchored out to the side. I bridge first. Hips down, legs long. Sit up. 5 more, 4 more. We'll do 5 total. Keep the chin down. Squeeze the butt hard. And then the abdomen as I roll up. 2 more. And then we'll do this warm up one more time. You want to feel your body almost on the verge of sweating before you get into your full working sets. So here we go, hands on my head, elbow to the knee, hand to the foot. Maybe I'm a little more limber this second time through. Focus on your breathing, because when we start moving fast and furious, we need to already have that intention of breathing actively out our mouth. Last one here. Go to my jumping jacks in inches. 1, 2, 3. Bend, walk it out. Walk it in. Stand. Light on your feet. One more. Lead with the hips as you walk in on the inchworm. One more time. As in, engage the abdomen right there. Stand tall to the ground one more time. On our bridge roll up. Leg press the ground. Extend. Nice and fluid. You already feel yourself moving a little bit faster because I've got more blood circulating. Last 2 here. All right. So, our first block, we focus on body weight movements. We have 5 movements. We'll work for about 30 seconds, rest for about 10. We'll go through this twice. So in real time, number 1 is our reverse lunge to kick. So here we go. I'm going to go right leg back and kick the right leg right back into that reverse lunge. This is how I sync up my arm and my leg. I step back with my right leg. My right arm comes forward. And you put a lot of power into that kick. All right. I'll make my switch. I'm going to go left arm, left leg. So left leg goes back. Left arm goes with it. Notice how I pull myself down and I drive up with power. Knock down that door. All right, about 15 seconds each side there. I'm going to go to my floor. Number 2 is my fold up. So my legs off of the floor, my arms off of the floor, head off of the floor, pull your arms and legs in one time, and then out in one time. Notice my feet and my hands never touch the ground. So I'm staying under tension the whole time here. Breathing into everything as I come in and as I come out. Pressure back down hard into the ground. If you feel anything come into your back, your low back, just have your legs start and finish a little bit higher. Okay? We're on our feet. Coming to my walking plank. I'm just going to go back down to the ground. Walking plank. So here in high plank, I'll alternate every time. Wrists under my shoulders. I'm going right, left, right, left. Switch it up. Left, right, left, right. Driving through the butt of your palm. You feel that nice indirect load in your shoulders and your arms. Breathe through everything. Make sure you finish with your wrists stacked right under your shoulders. At the top, when you're at the bottom, your elbows should be under your shoulders. Keep the core tight, the glutes tight, abs tucked, and we're done. All right. Now back on my feet. I'm coming into my jump squat to squat for move number 4. I go full on squat to jump, land to regular squat. Full on jump to regular squat. It's a jump and then a regular squat. Land softly and then stand tall. Breathe into it, embrace the stress. Last 8 seconds here. And time, good. You finish off on the ground with your high plank shuffle. From a couple angles here. I'll go from the back first. I'm in high plank, 1 foot in the middle of my body, 1 foot out to the side. I'm coming in and out. That's my high plank shuffle. I can work slower here, or I can go a little faster. A true shuffle-like action. So, it's what feels good. Again, notice how I have my wrists right under my shoulders. I feel my weight through the butt of my palms. Breathing into everything. Shuffle through. Or you can walk it through. Whatever feels good. Give my last couple of seconds here. And time. All right. And then we go right into round number 2. Back to the reverse lunge kick. I'll start with my left leg this time. So, left leg back, left arm up, kicking it through. You see how I'm making it one fell swoop from that lunge right to my kick. If you need to come to a little pause in the middle before you lunge back, that's fine as well. Okay, making my switch. Right arm, right leg back, right arm up. Hit the kick. Put some power into it. A lot of stability here. So your eyes mean a lot. Look at something still in front of you or on the ground. That helps a lot with being stable. Steady breath, lots and lots of air here. One more. Okay, to the floor. Go into our fold up. On my back, legs up, arms up, in slow, out slow. Let your air again help facilitate everything. Focus on the squeeze, focus on the stretch. That is the essence of weight training and training in general. A squeeze and a stretch. See our last couple reps here. Okay. I'm going to roll over, stay on the ground. To walking plank. Wrists under the shoulders. Let's walk it out. So I'm going to go left elbow, left hand, alternate. Right, left, and keep switching. As was the common theme with the planks, stay stacked. Elbows under your shoulders or wrists under your shoulders when you go from your high position to your low position. Keep the abs tucked in. The work should be mostly in your stomach. Indirect in the arms. I'll do my last one here. All right. Couple more, it's our jump squat to squat. So full on squat first, to jump, land, stand. Full on squat to jump, stand. Jump squat to regular. Jump squat to regular. You go as far into the jump and as far into the squat as you comfortably can. It's what feels good. Embrace the stress. Remember, it's just temporary. It's a little bit of lactic acid. It goes away. The payoff is worth it. The juice is worth the squeeze. We finish off with this high plank shuffle. So back in high plank, 1 foot in line with your body, 1 foot out, in and across. Walking it through. Or more of a conventional shuffle. Breathe into it. Light on my feet, I'm on the balls of my feet here. Lots and lots of air. Last 5 seconds here. All right. Halfway to it. So we'll go on now into our second block. We'll add some resistance now. You can use a single kettlebell or a single dumbbell. I'll show you how to use both of them. So, number one, we're going to our Russian swing. It's an evolution of our deadlift from last week. So with the kettlebell, you're gonna start with it slightly in front of you. I set my hips back, my shins are vertical, tip the bell towards you. I'm gonna hike it between my legs and stand tall. Notice it's all hips. All hips. Momentum does the work. I bend, I stand. There is no squatting. I'm not squatting. There is no knee involvement. I'm bending and standing. The bell comes to my groin, and I stand up quick. I'll give my last 5 seconds here, and then I'll park it in front. With the dumbbell, same idea. I just clutch it from one end with both hands, and it's a hike and a swing like so with my dumbbell. From there, it's plank pike touch. So either I'll stay with my kettlebell, the bell between my feet. I'm gonna walk out to high plank, and here we go, plank pike touch. I reach one hand to touch the bell, I come forward, I come down. You think 1, 2, 3, 4. One pike, reach 2, forward 3, down 4. Pike, reach, forward, down. We're going to engage in the abdomen as you aim for the plank. You don't want to hyperextend your hips. You just come back to regular high plank on the last part of the movement, so that you don't feel any work in your lower back. I'll get my last reach here. All right. Number 3, coming onto our hand-to-hand row. I'm going to stand on one side of my bell. I'll sit with my kettlebell with the dumbbell, suffices. I'm going to track my inside leg straight back. I'm going to anchor that foot down flat on the ground. My left forearm comes on my left thigh for support and leverage. My right hand clutches the bell, chin stays down, pull. From the side. So it's that right arm pull, okay? Then I switch. Right leg comes up, left leg comes back. So with your hand-to-hand row, you are switching sides every time. From the front. The goal here is to again engage the mid-back. We'll get our 10 more seconds here. You pull the elbow right into your rib cage. There is a bit of rotation. So as I pull with my right arm, I open up with my right shoulder slightly. Okay? From there, we're going to go to your military press. So on the floor, standing on our feet. Last week we were on the ground with the floor press. So you find your kettlebell, and you'll get it in what's called a rack grip. So here it is on the back of my wrist. My wrist is rather straight. My forearm is straight up and down. My stance, my feet a little wider than hip width. To my right arm, I'm going to push and rotate. Pull back to your rack position, push and rotate. So my eyes are tracking the kettlebell. I'm looking at the bell at all times. You tuck your elbow into your side before you push and rotate again. Focusing on upper body strength, a lot of work in my core as well to keep me stable so I don't fall over. I'll get my last one here. I'll park it down, and the last move is our power clean. So again, my belt between my feet, I'm going to squat. I grab the handle with both hands, I pull, and I wrap around it, and then back down. So momentum is your friend here. You want to keep your chest up, pull with speed, and you wrap around the handle. So at the top, my hands are in what's called a goblet grip. Goblet grip. At the bottom, I'm just double clutching it from the top. Wrap around and let it sink. Chest stays up. The legs do most of the work here. The arms are passengers. They just do the wrapping. They wrap around, pause at the top, pause at the ground. Let's get our last one here. One more. And let's go through it all one more time. So I'll use the dumbbell this time through. So onto my Russian swing. Bell's in front. Big hike, and we're swinging. All hips, my eyes follow my hands. So your eyes look at your hands. So at the bottom, your eyes are down. At the top, your eyes are forward. Shoulders stay loose. You feel the hips do the work. It's all posterior chain, your hamstrings, and your behind. How fast can you stand up? So again, momentum is your friend. Okay, my last two here. And then I park it down in front. Coming on to our plank pike touch. I'll keep my dumbbell between my feet. I stand directly over top of the bell. I'll walk out to high plank. Wrists under my shoulders. 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. Pike, reach, forward, down. Remember, don't hyperextend. Just come back to high plank. Pike, reach, forward, down. Focus on engaging the abdomen right there as you pike. It's a core movement. We've got our last 8 or so seconds here. Lots and lots of air. And just think exhale on exertion. So as I go into the pike, that's when I'm breathing. Okay. Let's pull. So I'll go into my hand-to-hand row with the dumbbell. Same thing. I stand on one side. Inside leg goes straight back. Anchor that foot down. Forearm on thigh. Pull. Stretch. Up leg comes back. Back leg comes up. Keep your elbow tucked in nice and close to your side. So you don't want your arm to flare out. Keep it tucked in. That right arm tucks in. Stretch slow. And we're switching every time. Know the target. The target is the mid-back. There's secondary work in your bicep and your abdomen, but mostly that mid-back. Squeeze the mid-back. Last pull. Okay. I'll go to my left arm on my military press. I've got my bell here, and again, the rack position. Push and rotate. So at the bottom, your palm is facing inward. At the top, your palm is facing out. So there's a little bit of rotation with your shoulder as you rotate your torso. Again, you track the bell with your eyes. My last one here. And then we finish off with our power clean. So here's my dumbbell. So I just place it vertical. I clutch the upper part of the bell with both hands and pull, and I wrap around. Same idea. Back down. Hips dominate. It is a vertical pull. You want to make sure the bell tracks over the middle of your feet. So the bell should stay nice and close to your body. It's a nice tight line. The bell should not get away from you. Pause at the top. A little pause at the bottom. Continue. Let's get our last couple here. Speed. It's a power move. Whenever you hear power or hear the word power, it's all about speed. And park. Mission accomplished. Stay tuned for part 3 in our series on cardiorespiratory strength and stamina.